What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. We're coming to you live from the beautiful city of Shanghai, China. It's been a minute since I've updated everybody. I know I've been gone. I've been enjoying life. I have no regrets, but I'm here to bring you guys a brand new video. It is 17 things I wish I knew before coming to China. As somebody who has been here multiple times, China changes a lot over the years, so these videos will never be irrelevant. The number one thing that I would tell anybody to do before coming to China, you already know what I'm about to say. It's download Alipay and WeChat. That's the most important thing to do before coming here, guys. You can buy anything. They have a great system over here. I was very skeptical of it before coming here, and I actually did not set up my Alipay. I did have WeChat. WeChat is your communication app, okay? Alipay is your payment app. If you are a foreigner, it is imperative you set up both, because WeChat is your primary source of communication. So phone calls, everything goes through WeChat. Alipay is simply just for payment. Okay, so you cannot link as of today, this is what I mean by things may change in the future. As of today, you cannot link a foreign bank account to your WeChat. You must link a domestic Chinese bank account, which most of us do not have. Alipay does allow you to link a foreign bank account. I have my TD Bank linked to Alipay. I'm sure you guys could probably link just about anything. I've had a bunch of foreign friends come. They all had no problems with Alipay linking their Alipay to their bank account. And that's how they all spent money. That's how I spend money. And yeah, the number two thing I would tell anybody planning on visiting China, a lot of the applications on your phone will not work. Yes, it is true to say that China has a massive firewall and a massive ban on many foreign apps. Now, the first app I would recommend you guys have on your phone is Microsoft Edge. Next is Apple Maps. Now, Apple Maps works perfectly fine here in China. Like if someone drops a pin or sends you an address on WeChat and you open it up in WeChat, it will allow you to open it in Apple Maps. Number three, this is a direct correlation from what I was saying before. China has a massive firewall, and there is ways around it as a foreigner or as a local. And as a foreigner, it may be a little confusing and you don't want to get scammed and you don't know what works and what doesn't work. So I'm going to tell you how I got around perfectly fine, uploading YouTube videos, stories on my Instagram, everything, okay? The first thing you're gonna wanna get is a eSIM card. Number one eSIM I recommend getting, that's from Maya Mobile. The second part is downloading a VPN. So you need to get a China-specific VPN. Only a few companies know how to deal with the firewalls here in China. The one I recommend, it's called Let's VPN. The reason why I recommend Let's, and I'm not sponsored by any of these companies, the reason why I recommend Let's is because they had an affordable rate that worked every time with a simple, easy to use platform. Other companies are charging double or triple as much, and I do not like that as a full-time travel influencer and guide. Number four, now you guys first coming to China may be really fucking confused when you get here, because people are strange and they do not follow the normal acceptable social customs that we do in the West. Like don't stare, don't point, don't take pictures of people. That does not matter here. Also leads me to a bonus point. The bonus point is, guys, if you guys come here, they do make noises. What do I mean by that? They make these deep throat gurgling, hacking noises. You know, they hack up mucus and stuff, and it's disturbing. But guys, love and appreciate the noises. Number five. So coming to China, even as a kid or still to this day, I am constantly impressed by the Chinese. Made in China does not mean cheap or not made well. Simple things from shower heads to toilet seats to rice cookers and water heaters are all made very, very high quality. And so this idea of, wow, I'm going to China, everything's going to be cheap. Once you get here, you guys will realize, and if they want to build something good, they will. Number 6, record more often. And I know that sounds like a bit of a tragedy when you're traveling and you just want to enjoy the moment, but I promise you, looking back at a lot of my most special moments, I wish I took the time to record more often. Trust me, when you look back, you want to have those moments captured on video. Okay, number 7. The metro systems here in China are actually all very, very new. All of them work beautifully. They're on time. They're very clean. And between the available bikes that you're able to rent, walking, and the train station, all 3 very useful. Number 8. Most things in China do have a English translation. Do not be afraid to come to China because you think that things aren't foreigner friendly. Number 9. Now this is probably one of my favorite parts of being in China, is embracing the culture. Just go outside and see what the locals are doing, because I promise you, you should also be venturing out and just seeing what locals are doing. And if there's a line or if there's a certain amount of people outside waiting to go get some food, you should probably try it out because chances are it's very delicious. Number 10, China right now is in a major momentum shift from this old way of thinking to this huge technology boom. Embracing that technology boom will help you guys in the West, because if we ever get to implement these systems in the West, you guys will be ahead of the curve. You guys will have already studied the lesson, studied the class, studied the apps, right? Please leave a comment if any of these things help you and tell me what you learned, because I know I've learned a lot. Number 11. Guys, China is super safe. Right now, most cities in China are extremely, extremely safe. So don't worry about, something bad happened to you, because chances are China is way safer than the country you're living in right now. Number 12. I wish someone had told me this when I was in the US, struggling to find a good coffee spot. Guys, the coffee is so damn good here in Asia. Like, seriously, nobody talks about how good the coffee here is in China or just Asia in general, because I feel like in the West, we're so used to our watered down or bitter, burnt coffee, and I look for ages to find a good coffee shop, and I will drive miles just to get my good coffee in the morning. And here in China, I just have to come outside my door. My recommendation is step outside of your comfort zone. I know I'm a cappuccino guy. Those are actually a little bit underwhelming here. What I found to be the most delicious is actually a coconut latte. Many of the places serve it. My favorite is from Luckin Coffee, as I mentioned before in the previous clip. Once again, not affiliated, just enjoy their product. So I'm gonna shout it out. Luckin Coffee, coconut latte, iced or hot, both of them fire, must try it. Literally, it's a must try here in China. Guys, number 13. I know I mentioned this before, but eat local, guys. Do not go and try to find Western food, or do not try to find something that you're used to, because that's not how you find good food, right? You guys should go out, and every single city and location here in China has a specialty, right? What do I mean by that? So, for example, some of my favorites that I've tried, Peking duck from Beijing. I failed to mention my favorite, Xinjianbao from Shanghai, and also Bian Bian noodles from Xi'an. That completes my list. Number 14. China is freaking gorgeous, guys. Like, there is so many natural wonders in China that if you're staying in a city, just look up on your phone where the nearest locations you can go to visit for a day trip, right? So some of the notable ones I visited while in Shanghai, there are many, many water villages near Shanghai that only take about, I would say, about an hour and a half to get to. And you get to see this like ancient water village. It almost looks like a Chinese Venice. It's beautiful. Last 2 places, that's going to be the Great Wall in Beijing and also Huashan Mountain in Xi'an. Gotta go check it out. Number 15 is become friends with a local. Do not try to do this by yourself, guys. Do not try to Rambo through China, because China is, but isn't, an accepting place. If you can have a friend that can translate for you, or simply just help guide you. I know for me, that friend is literally my family. I'm half Chinese, so my uncle is here sometimes, you know, where to get the best views of the city as he saw growing up as a kid. And yeah, it's incredible. It just changes the experience because I would have never been able to find some of the things that I love doing the most if it wasn't for those people. So go become friends with a local. Yeah, just embrace living. Number 16. I know that, guys, money is always a topic of discussion. So if there's any way I can save you guys money, I will do so. And that's why I've, with no hesitation, have mentioned the apps and the ways I've gotten around here in China, because I personally have found the apps and systems that are the cheapest and most effective here in China. Once again, I'm gonna drop one of my gems, booking everything on Agoda. So here in Asia, Agoda is one of the must-haves for traveling. I book 80 to 90% of my stays on Agoda, and here in China, booking.com works very, very well, but I found that booking.com still charges huge fees. They also do not have the best prices. And so if you can find a place you love to stay on booking.com, just cross-check with Agoda. Guys, it's a game changer. I still collect cash back from some of my stays. I've saved tons of money with them. If you can just cross-check the place you want to stay at on Agoda and see if it's there, you may save hundreds of dollars. Guys, the last thing that you need to know before coming to China, if you couldn't already tell by the rest of the video, it's all up here. It's your mindset, guys. You need to change your mindset and learn to embrace and just accept that China is portrayed in a very negative way most of the time in most Western outlets. So if you guys can change your mindset and just be willing to accept and open up your eyes and your arms to new experiences, I'm sure you guys will love it. I have every single friend I brought here and have met here all say they love it here. My friend that I met in Bali, he mentioned that it's his favorite place he's been to, and he's traveled to Thailand, Bali, Singapore, Germany, Russia. He's been to a lot of countries, and he says that China is his favorite place to go to. Open up your mind and you're gonna love this place for sure. So with that being said, I'm gonna close out the video, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I plan on doing more stuff like this very soon. So if you did enjoy this video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, because we will be dropping nonstop this coming year. Let's fucking go.